Okay, welcome to the top 7 rock cuts of the week. Thank you for joining me. So here's the rocks that we're going to be checking out. They are all stunners. So if you haven't already, please subscribe and give the video a like, and let's get to it. Okay, so let's check out this rock. So this might have been the first one to catch your eye in that group shot from the just really nice banding that we can see underneath the kind of brown desert patina that's lightly coating this side. There's also what looked like a little bit of blue down there, but I was really excited to see what this looked like on the inside, and it did not disappoint. This is one of the prettiest rocks that I've found for sure. The banding is just so nice and so sharp, and the blue there is just really pretty as well. And there's a red streak that's on both sides through some of that yellow and tan banding. Very interesting. There's a little bit more of that red there by the blue, and actually kind of throughout, but just a very, very pretty unique piece. It kind of reminded me of a couple of these pieces here, which I had tumbled, but just a really gorgeous rock. Okay, let's check out this rock. So this one caught my eye because of the light color with some of the red splotches there on the outside, and just because of how tumbled it was. It just looked very different and very unique. So let's check it out, and that is so cool. So this is one of the times where the eyes really look like eyes. So really cool. You can see there, one of them has kind of a wonderstone banded concentric circles going on, and then it goes into the kind of yellow and grayscale eye also, with really nice banding that's kind of present around the rest of the rock, and maybe even a little vein of crystal there at the bottom right. Let's take a little bit of a closer look here. Just really unique. And here's the other side. Yeah, the banding and the eyes on these are just very striking. Hopefully that comes through in the video as well. But in person, it's just, when you first open the rock, it just looks like there's a face staring back at you almost. But super cool. I love this one. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Okay, let's check out this rock. So this one I was interested in because it's got that nice red color going on, and on the sides and this face here, you can see there's some different patterns and colors that are kind of peeking through. Not totally clear what it might look like. This side, however, looked like it was fractured sometime in the recent past, and I thought that pattern looked interesting. So let's take a look at the inside here, and that is much nicer actually than I thought that was gonna be. So this almost looks kind of like a watercolor painting to me, the way the colors kind of flow between one another, but just a really, really pretty rock. So let's take a little bit of a closer look at the individual sides. So this is really cool. We've got a few different kinds of patterns going on here. We've got the Lahontan Jasper with the dark red on white or lighter material in the veins. We've got some very light Wonderstone-like materials, and definitely some Wonderstone type banding and colors going on around on this rock as well. But just really, really gorgeous. Okay, let's check out this one. So this one from the outside already looked very different because it was a brown color and it looked almost like a crystal material, and from that fracture there, it looked pretty interesting. So let's take a look at the inside of this one, and that is much cooler than I thought it would be. So this looks like a banded agate material. We've got brown and white banding going on, kind of brown banding and a white center, and that almost looks like the painting The Scream to me, but just a very cool pattern. that's going on the inside of this rock, and not really what I thought it would look like from the outside. I thought it was probably going to be kind of a solid brown crystal, but that was really, really cool. Okay, let's check out this rock. So you can see that there's some really cool pattern and color that's showing through the red desert patina that's over a lot of it. I found this one a while ago, so I have been curious as to how that pattern carried through, because I thought it would probably be pretty nice. So let's take a look at the inside here. Oh, and it is really nice. So this is a beautiful Lahontan Jasper pattern, but in addition to the really nice red veins, instead of the standard kind of white, we have a greenish white to even blue kind of on the right side of the rock here, and just some nice banding that's going on around the perimeter especially, but the color gradients between the edges and the center there are really nice. This is a really pretty one. Okay, let's check out this rock. So from the outside, we can see we've got a couple colors going on here. Mostly we have the dark red. We can see here really heavy on the bottom, and it looks like a lighter color at the top, almost a blue possibly. So let's take a look at how this looks. Oh, and that is really nice on the inside. So we actually have a lot of different colors going on here, from reds and pinks to some blues and greens, and kind of some mixes there in the middle, and some very nice banding going on as well. This is just really pretty. It almost looks a little bit like a landscape, more so held the other direction and not so much like this, but really nice colors, and I like the different banding, and it's pretty unique to have the blue with the red like this. So very cool to find. Okay, let's check out this rock. So this one, I actually wasn't sure if I was going to be able to cut it just because of how big it was, but I thought that I would give it a shot. I was intrigued by this one because of the green color that's running around the top. Let's go ahead and take a look. And that is really cool. So that pattern carries through almost exactly like it looks like on the outside. So the green at the top is probably my favorite part here. We've got some nice kind of light green gradient colors with some red veins and kind of intermittent splotches almost that run through some of that. And then the bottom half is kind of a grayish material that has red veins running through it as well. But I think the green part is probably the most interesting. But thanks for checking these out. Please let me know down in the comments what your favorites were, and thanks for tuning in, and I will see you next time.